The brutal murder of an activist's mother and daughter shocked Taiwan in the early 80s. No one ever faced charges for this crime. But now, a reinvestigation of the case has found that government agencies tampered with the evidence. The government-led probe took 3 years. It found that government and intelligence agencies at the time had manipulated evidence and obstructed justice. The murder victims were the mother and twin 7-year-old daughters of democracy activist Lin Yi-hsiung. The review also linked organized crime members and public officials to the murders. But it said that their full names remained secret due to national security concerns. The Lin family murders are among the highest profile unsolved cases from Taiwan's nearly 40 years of martial law.
关于228的、关于美丽岛的这一些，不是跟国家安全，就是会泄出来之后会造成国家安全的，我们希望它能够解密。
For more on the Lin family murder case and what it means for Taiwan today, our reporter Joyce Tseng spoke to Brian Hu, founding editor of New Bloom magazine.
What is it about the Lin family murders that continues to draw a reinvestigation?
So I think part of the controversy and why it's lasted so long is that there's still no official answers. The murders occurred despite the Lin family being under 24-hour surveillance by Taiwanese security forces at that point in time. And so that a murder could have happened under their noses, and there's no evidence and no official proof who the killers were. Obviously does seem to indicate that it was the government, but then the records have not been declassified, there's not been official answers there, and so forth.
How common was it for murders like the Lin family to happen in Taiwan under martial law?
So there's definitely the tendency in which later on in the martial law period, you do have less murders, but then you do have these kind of killings that occur in a less overt manner. There's much more scrutiny, I think, because of the strength of the democracy movement and so forth. But then you still do have, for example, the death of Chuang in a similar time frame, the professor at Carnegie Mellon whose dead body was found on the National Taiwan University campus.
Why is it so hard to find the truth about these historical cases?
I think part of it's the stakeholders, in the sense that maybe the people who are involved in these murders are still in government, or they're still active figures in public life. And so then uncovering that truth of what occurred could actually still stoke further controversy.
Is there anything particularly significant about this round of reinvestigation?
I do think it's significant that the control room, as a government body, as the government oversight body, is calling attention to this, calling for more action be taken here. This also, I think, is significant because it is the last year of the Tseng administration, and it's uncertain who the next president will be. And so then that raises the stakes for anything regarding transitional justice that occurs in the next year.